So we're jumping into our relax on a mat exercise with Mr. Onion. So I'm just gonna set my mat down here. Very good, perfect. So, hey, very good, excellent. So right out the gate, what we're looking for is for Mr. Onion to understand that the mat is where the good stuff happens. And then we're looking for him to go into more and more relaxed postures. And actually, that SIT right there that he went into is the very first relaxed body posture. So he gets a treat. We're going into his SIT. Right now I'm shoving my hands in my lap so that he'll realize that he can't get them that way. Yep. So the name of the game on this is every time that Mr. Onion goes into an increasingly relaxed position, he gets a treat. I'm not going to say any command words during this exercise. That's what makes it so impactful, is that he's able to 100% take care of this on his own and work through it. So basically gives him emotional intelligence so he can always calm himself down. So I'm going to put a little treat down on the mat. He's back over here. The one thing I will say is his name. Sometimes I'll call a dog, just say Onion, and get him back over to the mat. But once he's over, then absolutely no verbal commands or verbal cues. So what he's going to eventually say, I'll give him one for that. His butt kind of grazed it, is what is it that you're looking for? He'll start to figure out, good, that, hey, when I do this, I get a treat. So that's what he's looking for. So typically what will happen next is he will start dipping his nose down. If he starts doing that, then I will give him a treat for that. And then next he will usually go into a DOWN, and that's him in an increased relaxed posture and position. So the end result is actually Mr. Onion will be in a DOWN and his head will be resting on his paws. So once we get him into a DOWN, then I'm going to treat him when his head starts dipping down towards the ground, and then I'll treat him once his chin starts resting. I'm going to give him one here just for being on the mat for a prolonged period of time. And so that can be my criteria if he starts getting frustrated. I don't want him to get frustrated when he is doing the right thing, which is being on the mat. He's got just his butt on the mat, but that's okay. I'll give him a treat for that. So if he goes off the mat, comes back onto it, then I give him a treat for that. Because really right now, that's the most important thing, that he understands that the mat is where the good stuff happens. Good. Yep. Good. So step 1 on the mat, step 2 goes into an SIT. Step 3 can either be that he's sniffing down to the ground or goes into a DOWN. So I'm going to give him one for hanging out on the mat in his SIT. So lastly, before I sign off on this exercise, there's 2 calming signals that can help your dog. So it's a yawn and a deep inhale and exhale. That can help your pup to calm down. So I'll give him one for getting going back into an SIT. So this is day one. That's very good. Just understanding that the mat is where the good stuff happens is the most important part of today. And he's already coming over to the mat and offering up an SIT. So that's very, very good. We'll continue working with Mr. Onion here. So he's doing very good.